All right, welcome to another episode of Off the Ball OTB. If you're wondering why I'm sitting like this, it's because I came last in the FPL this week. Not dead last in the league overall, but I got the lowest points tally, and unfortunately I've been forced to jump into my full kit as my punishment. So I'm just going to strap my shin guards in now, and we're going to chat game week 2. It's been 2 weeks in the Premier League. Obviously, not much happens after 2 weeks, but in the FPL, unfortunately, these sort of things do happen. So, there's Bruno's penalty from the weekend. We're going to chat game week 2, all the happenings, the highs and lows, and also about how I continually, probably I'm going to end up doing these intros for the rest of the season, given how badly I screwed up my team from the start. So, enjoy, and thank you, Bruno, for the ball.
Let me do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We need it, bro. Your boy scored. Your number 9 scored.
You know what? While you're introing the pod, I'm just going to stay like this.
All right. Welcome back, and thank you, Burks, for being a full kit wanker.
Anytime.
Another forfeit, another round.
Yep.
So, no, good on you, man. You look good.
Not as good as your one last week, though. I was very, very surprised with yours, but yeah. Expect more.
Yeah, look, another round of Prem. There's a lot of ups and downs. A lot of talking points.
My Arsenal guys will get that.
Yeah. Arsenal making moves on and off the field. Mm-hmm. United in the headlines again for the wrong reasons. An absolute banger with Newcastle.
Wrong reasons.
Liverpool.
The same reason since you got there. The reasons haven't changed since you got there.
They're not wrong anymore. That's the correct answer.
They're just the reasons.
Of course. Teams surprising us, Spurs surprising us. Mm-hmm. And one of our own, Oogie, making moves, going to the UK, to London, watching a game live. What a feeling would have been, man.
Living the dream. And seeing his team win, 5-1 was it in the end?
5-1.
Yeah, 5-1 win.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
They conceded the first. And I'm like...
Well, instead of talking about it, why don't we let Oogie talk about it?
Yeah.
Is Wood here?
He's back.
He's back.
I'm pretty sure he's back, isn't he?
Oh, what?
Oogie, good to have you back, my friend. We've missed you, bro. Your tan is unbelievable.
How was it, bro?
He's looking nice and tan.
Did you put on weight?
No, he's looking slim. Shoulders are broadened out. You know what I mean?
Are you sure he's looking slim, bro? He wouldn't cover his gut.
Look at this tan, bro.
Can someone put a belly button on that? You absolute box.
It's about the same opinion as when he is here. What do you think of the game? Yeah, it's about the same as when he is here. So, thanks, Oogie. Thanks for showing up straight off the plane.
All those beers, bro.
We'll see you next week properly.
There you go. All right, that's covered. That's Chelsea West Ham covered.
Chelsea West Ham covered then.
Absolutely.
Oh man. All right. But I want to talk about the Spurs City game. Both teams going in, in red hot piping form, and yeah, man. Thomas Frank making moves, making Spurs playing some pretty incredible football. LP and I did a watch along, so yeah, we were both surprised. We were both surprised with how Spurs
If you
played.
didn't join us for the watch along, make sure you do this weekend. Chelsea, Fulham, 9:30 kickoff. Will be live for that game. Well, at least Riyadh will be.
Are we picking up wood from the airport?
You might see Oud on there too, actual Oud.
Yeah, hopefully. We're definitely going to be live for that. 9:30 this weekend, Saturday night, I believe it is, Chelsea Fulham. So join us for that on YouTube. We'll have more info on Instagram closer to the game.
Absolutely. But yeah, just want to obviously pick your brains a bit with the City Tottenham game. What was your thoughts, the guys that did watch it? I know you, Vex watched it. LP and I watched it. Not sure if Burke.
That's one I had a chance. Ignored. I had that night.
That's right. Yeah.
It doesn't happen often. I watched the movie.
Which one?
The Naked Gun. It's pretty funny.
Who was the guy?
My boyfriend. It was it's a good movie.
Just the movie or dinner?
We had like a lunch. We had a date day, I should say, not a date night, but it pushed into my time. But yeah. That's why I missed the game. And also because the Spurs, and I don't care about Spurs, so
fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to start with this game? Because I do think it was really, it could have gone two ways, but it went in Spurs' favour. You know, because there was a couple of moments like Haaland's header when he slipped Marmoush
early.
I do think that game could have been very different if they had capitalised on their chances earlier on. And the longer the game went on, Spurs' physicality really did come out dominant in that.
Man, their tackles were incredible.
Yeah, well, I mean, their midfield three is just all industry, you know?
Yeah.
Saar, Bentancur, and who else?
Polina.
Polina, yeah.
Polina.
So that's just all legs, all industry, all jewels, as Arteta likes to say. And that's where they dominated and won that game. It was the press. It was how much they put pressure on on City as they were trying to play out.
Yeah.
City didn't really have a chance to breathe. What do you guys reckon?
I reckon, pretty much agree, because one of my main concerns seeing the lineups come out is I said to you, that midfield for Spurs has no creativity. It's all industry. But they were able to create opportunities through the press, not only through what Spurs could control, which was the press, but also through James Trafford being really, really uncomfortable on the ball.
Oh, bro.
And he did look very out of depth in that side, which I think obviously contributed as well to... Look, number one, you can put it down to how good the Spurs press was. Number two, you can put it down to how youthful and inexperienced he is as a keeper, especially for a Pep system where we obviously know Pep likes to play out from the back. So we know they're being linked with Donnarumma. I think Alpi mentioned it. I don't think that necessarily helps them play out because he's more of a shot stopper. But certainly, you can credit Spurs with the idea and the intensity that they brought to that game.
I think after that game, more than ever now, they need Donnarumma. I genuinely thought Trafford would be their number one choice. And
is the Pep era over?
I think so. If you look at how he behaves with these signings, they've spent so much in the January window, and I feel like they've almost replaced, or they're about to replace, the majority of those players already. Like they've brought these people in, they're already cycling them out.
But they had to, because they were aging players. No.
I'm talking about the incomings. Like they've brought people in, and they're already selling those players back out, or they're loaning them out, or replacing them just in the squad. Like and it's weird because didn't Pep say at the start of the season he wanted a trim squad? Like he didn't want. He wouldn't continue on. Numbers. Yeah, he didn't want a bigger squad than he had to have. Yeah, and now there's already so many other more incomings, and obviously now you've bought Trafford and you're about to buy Donnarumma. Like it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. They just seem we were saying at the start. They don't have that fierceness anymore. They're kind of like a paper tiger now. It feels like.
Hear me out on this. Yeah, after they won the quad, after they won 4 in a row, Pep wanted to leave. Yeah, and. Everyone got together and managed to convince him to sign another contract.
Everyone except his wife.
Yeah. It sort of feels like maybe his heart's not fully in this. Like maybe, like Jurgen, he did get burnt out. And he's just it just doesn't feel like Pep is managing like Pep. His teams don't have that same fear factor at the moment. He's signing players and then, as Burke said, couple months later, it's no good, sign someone else. Yeah. No good, sign someone else. He's just signed Trafford, and now he's going to sign Donnarumma because, it's just something about these signings and these past season and a half, 2 seasons. It just feels like Pep's not really.
It's in. There's no thought behind the transfers.
It doesn't feel like a Pep thing to do.
No. Well, it's not kind of though. His checkbook antics.
Where would the motivation come from anyway? If we look at his career overall, not just the Prem, he's won There Is Everything to Win. Yeah. Where's the motivation to keep battling? I think when Jurgen was there, he had a bit of a one-on-one managerial battle, which is maybe motivating to him to get on top of that. But now it's almost like he's passing the baton to people like Arteta, Slot. He's I've had my battles. I'm kind of over this. I want everything.
Yeah. I'm over it.
I'm just thinking from his point of view, where would the actual motivation come from to keep going?
The Klopp battles, like you mentioned, that's what was popping up in my head. It's like a Joker and Batman type thing. If Batman was dead, Joker's nothing. What is, you know what I mean? He's just got no purpose. That's how you see it. Klopp's left, and it's just kind of like the challenge is gone now. And he hasn't found that adversary as yet. You know what I mean? It's just. I think I agree. I think that maybe you're right. It's just the willingness is not there to carry forward with this sort of with Man City in general overall.
The only joke is you guys saying that it was a battle between Pep and Klopp. That's the only joke here.
How's it a joke?
Bro, how many single point finishes have there been?
We've had 2 seasons almost in a row. Where
we pushed the guy.
They were definitely battling.
We were the only people pushing him in that whole time.
Go to his YouTube interview.
I'm not nipping at that.
I'm not nipping at
that.
Fucking hell, he's got me going already. He knows what he's doing. He's very good at it right now.
But yeah,
That's why he's a
absolutely.
fisherman.
If you're in a role,
fun.
if you're in a role or in a position for so long, and
It will staunch you that. But it didn't take much.
Honestly,
Genuinely
it
didn't
triggered.
take much at all.
That's that Ninja Turtle meme there.
He's like with the Cobras, and he's the guy with the flute. We're like,
yeah.
He had me dancing. He did.
But I genuinely
hell.
think that it might not be the end of like Pep, but I think it's the end of. It's looking like it's the end of Pep
With City?
and City
Yeah.
and the domination.
And the Premier League.
Yeah, like that
general.
domination with City. It looks like it's sort of winding down now.
Yeah.
If Rodri comes back and he's even 80%,
He looked pretty good coming back on the second half.
Mm.
He did look good.
If he's 80% of the player he was before his ACL,
Yeah.
they're back in conversations.
I think
Because
people
Rodri's that good.
attribute to me anyway. I feel like, don't get me wrong, yes, he's responsible for a large amount of their downfall or recent downfall, but nobody's talking about the impact of not having a peak Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
losing a player like
Yeah,
a player
we're
like
talking
that,
about
you
this.
cannot actually replace.
Yeah, that's
A player like Riyad Mahrez, you cannot replace. Like these are players that are permanently gone from that side. And then the ones that are left over that used to be maybe on the same level, if not a little bit below, like your Bernardo Silvas and stuff like that, like they're pretty much done as well, career-wise. They're on the tail
Bernardo
end.
Silva.
Yep.
So it's
Silva's still young though.
maybe we're
30.
placing too much pressure on what Pep
Still
can
young.
actually do without these world-class players.
I mean, we've never really had to see him without world-class players. So I guess now the question is, does he stick around? Does he rebuild? Does he have the same like drive to rebuild a team? Or is it, because I think his contract's up at the end of 27. Is it just...
Is it 27?
I think it's 26. wasn't it?
26.
I thought he extended
Is
for
Was it a
year.
2-year
It might
contract?
be 26, I'm not sure. It was either 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But it might just be like, all right, now I'm done. Like, oh, this season,
Yeah.
Champions League, whatever, and then thank you guys. It's been a brilliant 9 years, 10 years. We've won everything. We've won a quadruple. We've won, whatever, trebles, this, that. I'm out.
Does he then take over Arsenal?
I think the only league left for him is Italy, if he wants,
okay.
or international.
I think
Yeah.
international. I was going to say,
Yeah, or
I could see him
international.
going like that's the next challenge. Like if you've done all the top leagues outside of Italy, which I don't know if you'd be like, would you be up for that kind of challenge? I don't think it's as much of a. It's not the same playing field as kind of a Spain or a Premier like English Premier League, but I reckon international probably would be the next step. Like you could see him doing like a Spain or something.
Brisbane Raw.
Maybe. Yeah.
Bro,
I love the Gold
I could see him
Coast.
at Inter Miami.
I thought you were about to say
Yeah,
Inter
with all
Miyagi.
the
Yeah, huh?
I thought you were about to say
Ex-
Inter Miyagi.
No, Inter Miami. I could see
yeah.
him like going there or
That
something.
just
right?
reminded me. I had no idea. Mascherano's their coach.
Yeah,
Since when?
yeah, since the start of the season.
Far out. I had no idea. It blew my mind when I saw that. Anyway,
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
full
but yeah, I
blown
could see that.
It
Barcelona
was-
reunion.
It was
Phil Neville, yeah.
and now it's Mascherano.
Far out. What a spin out.
Yeah,
But I could see Pep there, to be honest. You're right. That's not a bad shout.
But I mean, spinning it to Spurs, impressive.
Yeah,
Thomas
yeah.
Frankie's showing how flexible he is.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
thought coach I didn't think he was a coach that could go maybe to that next step above like a Brentford, but he's really showing that he's got that technical nous to actually be able to go to that next team and mold them. He hasn't had signings; he's had Paulinho.
Yeah.
That's it. Like they're
No, they've
Kudus
made
as well.
They've made Kudus.
Kudus
a couple
as well,
times.
sorry,
Kudus,
but,
good.
Yeah.
like there hasn't been big signings because they haven't been able to get them. But still, they look pretty good. Now they've got a favourable run coming up as well in terms of the games they've got to play. So, October-ish, we could see them around that first, second, third region. Now it's just whether they've got the legs in the squad
To keep it up.
to
Yeah.
continue.
I like how you use flexible as a manager, being
He just
flexible.
seems flexible.
And I just think that could favour him in so many aspects. Being a manager that's like, what can I work with and what's going to benefit the team and how
Yeah.
we play. And it's just like some managers that are quite stubborn and they still haven't hit the mark. Yeah. So it's like, maybe that's what it is. Sometimes that's what it is. That missing formula of just being a flexible manager,
Working with what you got.
working with what you've got.
I think because don't forget, Spurs had a lot of injuries last season, and one of the biggest points of defence for Ange was, I haven't got players available, which is why we're playing this way. Now, I don't think if Ange took over this current squad and they're all available, I don't think they would be looking as solid as a Thomas Frank side. But I feel like it helps Thomas Frank a lot when you've got players like Van de Ven fully fit and back. Like, he's amazing. You've got Odobet available. You've got all of these players that weren't available for Ange. Plus, I think they're doing good business, like bringing Paulinho back from Bayern. We know he was amazing in the Prem.
Yeah.
They're being linked with Lucas Paqueta because obviously they've missed out on Eze as well. So there's still time for Spurs to get a few more signings. You know, they've got Richarlison firing again. Kudus looks like a great signing already. Everything's sort of falling into place. So they are looking really, really good. Even in preseason, they look good against Arsenal. So I think they'll be not necessarily a surprise package because they finished so poorly last season, but I think they'll definitely be up there.
I mean, just touching base on that flexibility as well. Game week 1 against Burnley, he had a midfield 3 of Sarr, Gray and Bergvall. You know, so that's, we're going to have possession, we're going to have the ball, this is the midfield that I'm going to play with, we're going to score goals. This week, he's looked at City and he's like, how do I expose City? It's with that physicality, it's with that industry, it's with the legs in the middle, it's about the counter press. And he's put in 3 players that can do that. Pape Sarr was playing as a 10. He was the furthest midfielder up top, you know. Paulinho was cleaning up everything that came through the middle, you know. So it's really impressive to me that he's been able to go there and be like, look, all right, I haven't got this signing, no problem, we'll do this. We'll run a midfield 3 of this, we'll run a midfield 3 like this. And they've been very flexible, and it's like he's setting up to counter the team he's playing, as opposed to being like, this is my strongest team, this is the team that's going out every week, which could work in his favour sometimes and could not. But
yeah,
I mean, that's to see. So far, 2 out of 2, 6 points.
Yeah,
they're not looking too bad.
They're looking really good.
They're not looking bad at all.
Yeah, and it's a massive confidence boost doing it against City at the Etihad.
Bro, you know what's funny? Last year there was a game where there was Spurs were playing a side, I don't know which side, and the player that had the most shots on goal was Pedro Porro because he was so far up the field. That. Bro, I hardly see him cross the halfway line now.
I remember that.
Yeah. But if you look at Pedro Porro now, he's barely the player he was against Ange because it's playing more of a balanced role.
He's more disciplined, definitely.
More discipline. And it's just like you can kind of see where his weakness is in terms of his defensive attributes.
I would love to just, you know, bump into Ange and be like, oh, what do you think of, Spurs and how they're going? What he would say. Because I feel like he's very stubborn. He still wouldn't admit that, you know, they're more solid.
Mate, I could have done better.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Put me in there.
So he's probably a down-to-earth Aussie guy, bro.
Nah, I reckon he's a legend.
He seems like a bit...
Yeah, isn't there an interview in Greece? How he just like, there's like, oh, parakala, and they're just... Sorry. I don't mean that. But he just, he had a nice little chat with him. He looks like a good bloke.
Which he might make a return, a comeback to the Prem.
Maybe.
But yeah, well, let's move on. Does
he take United next or what? Maybe.
I don't want to talk about managers and United, bro. But let's. There's obviously a couple of good results. Sunderland losing 0-2 to Burnley.
Great result.
Hey,
a couple of good results. Sunderland lost 2-0 to Burnley.
There's a couple. There's a few questionable results. A few unexpected
results. For Burnley, bro.
And a good result with Arsenal and Leeds. Obviously, first game at Emirates of the season.
Let it all work out. Let it all work out. Sorry about the result. Talk to me about Eze. Talk to me about Eze.
Eze the man.
I love that strut coming out of the tunnel. I did see a bit of that. Look, the positivity.
He's such a likable character.
And he's loved by Palace fans too. Like everything you see by them, they're like, I'm not sad that he's going. Like, it's just he was such a positive guy in the community. His smile, his energy, blah, blah, blah. Like, people actually connected with him, like, beyond just being a player, you know what I mean? Like, in the community.
Everything I've seen, it's like, we wish him well. You know, they want him to do better. I think if he went to Spurs, it would have been different. They would have been like, how much more? Like, why? But I think because it starts, so it's a little bit different. And everything that's come out about it has been like, bro, if I signed for Arsenal, what we're witnessing is what it would be. Like a fan playing for the club they grew up supporting. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like, bro, he's looking at the shirt with the number 10. He's like crying in interviews with Righty. Like he can't believe it. He's getting calls from Henry and stuff. Like, bro.
I'm sure the contract helps.
So he was offered more at Spurs.
Yeah.
But
do you reckon, I wanted to ask this, do you reckon the whole Spurs, like, transfer saga, whatever that was, the interest in him, do you reckon that was almost like a negotiating tactic from his agents to almost like...
No.
say to Arsenal, come and get me, or no?
So the reports are that he called Arteta before he signed with Spurs, and being
Or
like
he was about to get into it. Yeah.
Did Hinakapi call Teta as well?
Probably.
Because that's another Spurs target that you've taken.
Hopefully Spurs go for like Liao or something. Grab him too.
Who do you need?
Just get Spurs to like, bro. Hey, Arsenal's so efficient. We've got Spurs scouting players for us to sign, and we've got Liverpool making chance for us to take. It's perfect.
it's
perfect.
true.
Everything's automated now for us.
Just a bunch of
Unbelievable.
Who's the new
We've
sporting director? That's the plan. That's the
We've streamlined everything. Spurs does all our scouting, and Liverpool make all our chance.
do all of your media pretty much. Yeah.
Perfect.
Even Eze's announcement, it was only Arsenal. Van Dijk's contract
Yeah, the tagline.
extension was only Liverpool.
Perfect.
Yeah, beautiful.
But I hope we steal more of your stuff, and I hope it annoys you guys even more.
I'm not pressed by it. Some people might be, but it is what it is.
If someone asks me where Eze's going to play on the field,
So where is Eze going to play on the field?
I know where he's not going to play.
As a 10?
At Tottenham. Had to get that one out. Had to get that one
Hey,
out.
but I think Eze has come at a crucial time. You've with this game, yes, the results were good. 5-0. You can't ask for a better result. But there's some negatives come out of this game, and I'm talking about injuries.
Before we get to the injuries, can we talk about like
You want to talk about the game? You want to take it
like
away?
Timber 2 goals? I think we can say he
set
might be
pieces.
the best right back in the league.
All set pieces.
Bro,
Gyökeres,
someone
2
triple
goals.
captained him on FPL
I
this
saw
week.
that 64 points, unbelievable.
I don't know, like how do you think to do that?
How do you? And he has 3
So
Burnley
right. It
players.
must be an
as well.
accident. It must be like a cat walking across the phone.
Must be like me.
I reckon it's some absolute nuffy
Yeah.
that has no idea. He
didn't
just
do it on
loves
purpose.
Timber.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, triple captain him.
Arsenal and I love Timber.
Maybe it's a time traveller.
Maybe.
Like they say,
could
there's
be.
going to be signs of time travellers. Maybe this is it, bro. He knew Timber
Or some
2
witch
goals.
doctor.
Yeah.
The same one that
Triple captain
Pogba
him.
hired for United, against United.
Yeah, right.
It's
United.
reported. It's reported.
Yeah.
It's not
All
true.
roads lead back.
To United.
The curse. But yeah, so yeah, you want to talk about the positives?
Yeah,
And
I want to talk about
the game?
positives because every single sporting compilation I watched, every third goal was what we saw that first one against. Every third goal we saw I'd seen in those comps was the first goal we saw on the weekend against Leeds for Gyökeres. It was a ball into the channel, pick it up, take on a player, slot it into the net. Now, I'm still coming to terms with Gyökeres, and I think if we can supply him chances, I think he's going to bag because his finishing does look quite good. My concern is how long it's going to take us to get to the point where we're supplying him these chances because he created that one on his own. He picked the ball up, quite far out wide, took on in between 2 players, wrong-footed the keeper, put it to the front post, So that's amazing. But how much can you rely on him to do that week in, week out in the Prem?
against top teams.
This is what I mean. So I think it's really going to come down to let's get the ball to him in advantageous positions.
Yeah.
Get him in front in the box. Let's get him on the ball where he can shoot first time. Whatever the case is, that's where I think the real factor for him is going to be, whether it's in general viewed as a success or not.
Does he seem a bit overweight for you?
No,
No, genuine question.
genuinely no.
He just looks heavy. Running, he looks quite heavy.
Did you know? There's a saying.
Genuine
I
question.
know there's a saying about Bergkamp, yeah. When he plays, like if he was in the snow, he wouldn't leave footprints. With Gyökeres, if he was in the snow, there'd be
He'd lift trenches.
Yeah, it's just him, bro. He's not a clean dribbler. He's not someone who's aesthetically pleasing to watch, but his brutal efficiency. Like we got a penalty. Everyone's hugging Max Dowman for getting a penalty. He's waiting for the ball, bro. He's just staring at Rice. Wants the ball to score a goal.
Questionable.
So he
penalty
took a
too.
penalty of a 15-year-old.
Unbelievable penalty.
No, as in
Oi.
the way you guys won
Did
it.
he really take a penalty
Yeah,
of a
I love
15-year-old?
I love it. Yeah.
I'm about it, bro. To be
Yeah,
honest.
bro.
After
You know
you're already
what?
4-0 up, bro.
Great. You know what? Well done, Max. You won a penalty. I got shit to do. I got to do my job.
You'll get your turn.
Yeah, I got to bang a goal in. Like, I got to do what I need to do.
I'm
Give
the
me
one that
ball.
came in on a transfer fee. You know what I mean? Like you've
It's
come
not
through the
even
academy.
about that. It's like
But it's a
so-
pressure of performing.
It's so hyper focused of like just give me the ball. I'm scoring a penalty.
Do my job, yeah.
Yeah. I'm scoring the goals.
Yeah.
So wait, is he a
love it.
full-time penalty taker now?
Hopefully,
Has to be.
I've already said it. I want my number 9 taking penalties.
I mean, that's fair enough. If he's going to be...
That's just me. Like I've always, when I was growing up, number 9s took penalties.
What if your number 9 was Darwin Núñez?
Bad luck.
No.
You know what? Hey, bro, I've seen Salah take him too.
Salah's efficient. He's only had a couple misses in his whole time at Liverpool.
He should not be taking penalties for us.
Maybe not right now anymore, but
I've seen Salah's penalties too. Like
Sob
Núñez,
should be taken.
whatever. I like a striker taking penalties.
it's fair. It does feel natural.
Yeah, it just feels.
It feels
authentic.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels 4-4-2.
Yeah.
That's what it feels.
Fair.
But yeah, no. Look, I 5-0 against Leeds, promoted side. I wasn't expecting a 5-0, but I think the atmosphere helped a lot. You know, as they unveiling all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The stadium.
That was
was,
that was a
just walked out and
surprise.
he
That
was
was a
like-
surprise.
yeah,
I did like that.
How good
that was
does it
nice.
look?
That was nice.
yeah. So
I'll give you that compliment, even though you guys steal everything.
But
from
yet,
us.
going back to what I was trying to talk about him coming at the right time with your injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So how significant are these injuries? Are they just precautions, or are they genuinely injured and they might be out for quite a bit of a stint? So
well, Odegaard's been named for the Norway national team next week.
okay, so it's
So-
nothing significant.
Didn't he have like a shoulder bump or something? Like it was.
He did. He fell over.
Something with his
Injury,
collarbone
yeah.
or shoulder or something. So he might be available for Liverpool. Maybe not. Don't know. They might not risk him for Liverpool. Saka says mid-September. So what's that, like a month?
Not even
4 weeks? 3-4 weeks?
3 weeks. It's
Okay.
September
Yeah,
next week.
so not that big of a deal, bro. We've signed enough players now where, honestly, like it sucks having those two key players out.
Yeah.
But we've signed enough players, like Madueke's not that much of a downgrade. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's a good quality player. He can definitely, bro. He can definitely step up and play the right wing for Arsenal.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Ngumoha'S can take the 10, no issues, and Trossard can play out on the left.
It's incredible how these things have happened. Like, it's unfortunate that Saka's gotten himself injured and Odegaard, but it's like you've gone and signed backup for those positions, and now they've been given a chance
Well,
because of these injuries.
Think about it, bro. Last year, the reason our season derailed was injuries to Odegaard, Saka, and HOWE'S. They were the three key players that derailed our season, having injuries to them. And then when Gabriel got injured towards the back end of the season, obviously, that was another big one too. But now we've got those three players out game week 2. Those three are out. And I'm not like super down about it because we've done the right recruitment. We've signed players. We've got the backup. We've got what we need to be able to be like, all right, it's shit. We don't have Saka for Anfield. But look, Madueke, come in.
Yeah, Eze coming in.
Play the right wing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Eze will start. I don't see him starting. You know,
Against Liverpool?
Yeah, not
You don't
after
think- you don't see
after
him?
4 or 5 training sessions, bro. Like he's not going to be able to lead out.
Then who
players.
starts if Odegaard is out?
One wary. Nope. Ethan.
Ethan.
Yeah, my tongue doesn't turn
Waneri.
for his name, bro. It genuinely doesn't turn for his
Was
name.
it Waneri?
No, one wary. Yeah,
Waneri.
he'll start.
Okay.
I think anyway. I hope he starts, bro, because this is the reason he signed his extension.
What another absolute crack of a game, Liverpool and Arsenal.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Anything less than 3 points, I won't be happy.
I think it's gonna be Gyökeres' first test. That'll be his first.
Not really. I mean, Delete was.
Well,
a
to be
his first
fair,
test was against
our
United.
defense has been great. So anyway, we'll get to
Delete
that.
was definitely a test.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
His first test was against United.
Yeah,
First game
it's
in the
just-
Prem.
I don't think we
at
can
Old
judge him
Trafford.
till like game week 8, 9, 10, when it's like everything's a bit more gelled. You know, because as I said, from what I've seen of Arsenal and what I've seen of Liverpool, right now I'm saying anything less than 3 points at Anfield is not acceptable.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Anything to say
I
about
think
that,
you
Vex?
should think the same. To be honest,
No.
I think you guys should think the same. Anything less than beating Arsenal
Keep going.
isn't acceptable. Like I genuinely think you guys should feel the same way, bro.
Of course, I will always want.
Yes
you
and no.
always want to win.
I don't think you can make any judgments either way this early in the game week or in the season. Like, people are already making call on Verts. People are already making call like Katika is going to be amazing. Like, his numbers might completely dry up by, like, game week 9. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. It's just too early to make any calls.
No, I get it. But as Liverpool at Anfield, you expect to win every single game.
Yeah, I also expected us to twat Newcastle, and that was
what happened to
way
that?
different than what actually occurred.
All right, Riyadh, where are we going from here?
All right. The next game I want to mention is the Everton-Brighton game.
Before you start, I just want to question Alpi on Piero Hincapi.
Yeah.
Is that purely for Kivio's replacement?
Yeah, well, I think Kiwi and Zinchenko are going.
Okay.
Thank God.
So, look, we've lost... We've definitely lost 2 defenders. Kiwior looks like he's going to Porto. That's 3. And Zinchenko, if he leaves, that's 4 defenders that we're going to be losing this window.
Wouldn't really call Zinchenko defender.
Yeah, but you wouldn't really call Tomiyasu either because he hasn't been available. But realistically, he was a defender for Arsenal. So Tomiyasu, Tierney, Zinchenko, and Kiwior all leaving. Hincapié is a very good signing to bring in. He's another hybrid. And if we're talking about defences getting stronger, like Arsenal's defence is on paper names ridiculous.
That's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. Like, as a defender that would start in most clubs out there, I think for me, Arsenal would be right now. This currently would be the last team I'd want to sign for.
Why?
Based on the 2 absolute monsters you have starting week in and week out in Gabriel and Saliba.
But does that not just show that you would have a shit mentality as a player?
It's not about being a shit mentality, but it's like I'm also being realistic.
But it's also Sesko didn't come because of Havertz.
But you're also playing 4 different competitions as well. There's a lot of games.
He's going to be starting. He's going to be our number one.
He saw Havertz as competition.
I don't know how true that is.
Bro, he said it himself.
You've mentioned this before.
Bro,
I don't know how legitimate
said it in an
that
interview.
I don't think a player would.
Bro, he said it in an interview.
Like, I don't know. I genuinely don't think a player would come out and be like, "Yeah, I'm not going to start."
It's like,
brother, the guy said it himself. He came out of his own mouth.
That's weak mentality. It's a weak mentality. It's a weak mentality, but it's also. You'd want to play. You'd want to be, a key figure in a starting 11.
But I think if you have a look at a lot of teams, including Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, they're building super squads because they realise there's more games, there's more competitions. Mm-hmm. They're not just looking at Premier League or Champions League. There's so much more. They want to be in all competitions right up until the end.
They want to play 70 games a season.
There's going to be injuries. They are counting for everything. So when you bring a player like Hincapié, he knows he's going to get game time, especially if Saliba or Gabriel get injured or something like that. So you need to plan ahead.
Injured, bro. Like we're talking, Kiwior played 21 games last season. That's a lot of games.
There you go.
And don't forget, some of the signings are, like for example, Liverpool's very good at this. They're just business signings. We buy them a couple of years later, we sell them for double. Yeah. Not everyone is meant to actually play.
Yeah. I think it's really transitioned. Like Vicky said, it's no longer a really good team of 14 and then extras.
Yeah.
It's now 2 players per position, super squad.
Team of 24.
We're going for all 4 competitions
25.
as far as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Genuinely what I think it is.
All right. Now we're moving on to Everton and Brighton. I thought Everton were quite impressive, playing their first game in their new stadium.
Yeah, Hill Dickinson Stadium,
which was absolute
name.
terrible compared to
Andy
Goodison
Hill
Park.
Dickinson.
Yeah, look,
Bro, what do? The name Goodison pays you 30 mil a year. The name Hill Dickinson pays you 120 mil a year.
Yeah.
Right, you're going to take the Hill Dickinson.
You're Hill Dickinson.
like,
That's what it is now.
I'll sit on it if I have to. Like, give me the 120 mil.
Sit on this Dickinson.
But look, the stadium was vibing.
Was it?
He was. No, he was. The stadium was vibing. It's good to see you playing at a new stadium and then coming out with a bang, especially against Brighton.
Belieber was shit.
Which there's something that I want to obviously.
You got subbed at half time.
Are you still a believer?
Yeah, I want to talk about Belieber, but I also want to talk about the positive with Everton. First game in your new stadium, getting a dub, creating a vibe, and then you got players like Grealish who look
great,
quite free. They look free. They're playing with freedom.
He looked really good, Grealish.
They did.
2 nice assists as well. It just looks like the shackles are off him a little bit, The responsibility that Pep was putting on him and everything like that just looks like he's been released.
I don't disagree. He had a fucking terrific game, but my God, Weefa as a fullback was terrible.
Yeah. But you can only play
what's put in front of you.
You can only play what's in front of you, you know what I mean? And Grealish came out on top in that
duel.
Yeah, in that duel, Grealish was on top.
Brighton had their chances. I know Matoma hit the bar after doing a nice little, chip offski. They had a penalty as well. Pickford pulled up an incredible save.
I don't think that was a penalty.
Well, Yeah, I didn't. I actually can't remember how the penalty was given, but I know there was a penalty in that game,
It
and
was soft as.
but yeah, that's the inconsistencies of the referees. But look, and yeah, there's some positive. Moyes has got him playing some good football. So, do you guys want to add anything to that?
Not
Brighton,
really. But all I want to add is West Ham's biggest problem was letting Moyes go.
Yeah.
That's why West Ham is where they are now. They let David Moyes go.
Moyes.
yeah.
And
I
they'll
agree.
continue to suffer.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say with Everton is their new striker Barry is still settling in. So once he gets firing, they'll definitely be that much better because he did have a few chances.
Yeah.
Didn't put them away. So once they get him going, they'll be even better. New
absolutely.
stadium. They're being linked with some great names as well. They got Tyler Dibbling recently as well.
That's a
So
good signing.
they're growing strength to strength, and I can only see them getting better. So which is good. David Moyes being back at the club is iconic, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Heritage.
yeah, they're doing well.
And with Brighton, and I know you mentioned Belieber.
He's coming to United.
No, it's like all of a sudden he's become a bit of an average midfielder. What's going on? Do we dive into it too much? Are we diving into it too much, or is it something that it's truly a concern?
Diving into it.
No. Seriously. What do you reckon? You reckon his mind's not there? His mind's
Nah, bro. The guy's had
Where's his
one.
mind, bro?
hey
He's had one
Where's his
game
mind? Tell me.
at United.
at United. Country road. Seriously, there's 2 games where he's been average.
Nah, you can't. 2 games. That's like we were saying before. It's too early to call anything. Like I've been saying, Konate's been having a shit game, like a shit few games. He's had a bad start, but
Because his head's in Madrid.
probably. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
it is what it is. If he wants to
it's
go,
true.
he can go.
It's true.
It is what it is.
Do
As
these
long as
players
he gets
start performing once the transfer window closes? It's
Maybe,
like, all
who
right,
knows?
I
We'll
now
see.
have to perform again.
Maybe
so I
we
can
got to give
get
it 10
suitors.
games, I reckon, before you can start saying anything with any
Yeah.
certainty.
I mean-
It's too early.
But Believer will be fine, bro. He'll come good.
He's a believer.
I don't think his head might have been turned with the chatter about United. You put in 2 bids, I think, and they turned them both away. Maybe he was a little bit distracted, but bro, these are professional footballers.
Yeah, so what I think what's going through Believer's head right now is if you believe I'm such a crucial player for you, I know it's only 2 games, but then why are you subbing me? And it's like now he creates more doubt in his head, and it's like, all right, I think I need to push for this move. Don't you think so?
Not really, no. Like Hurtzler. Well, did you know he's got 2 sleeves?
sleeves, yeah, it's
I didn't know
unreal.
he had 2 sleeves.
Me
bro.
neither.
What a guy.
I saw a
Is
photo-
this new?
I don't know. I saw a photo of him in a t-shirt. I was like, who's this?
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro.
"Oh, it's Hurtzler."
What a heavy.
Yeah, what a guy. I can see him in Mykonos off-season now. You know what I mean? Like fat chain on.
If he's a final boss, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he comes to work with a Harley? Training
maybe,
is that?
bro.
Yeah. Maybe.
But he's probably like, just if you're not going to play, then you're off. Like, whatever, bro. These are professional athletes at the end of the day, and what's on the line is a lot bigger than a Belieber's contract, or whether he's staying or going or whatever,
Yeah.
And I think also too, like it's a manager's job. Like he can't, if he sees something that's not going right, he's gonna have to make the call. It's not. I don't think it's about this, that, or the other. Like you as a manager, you're not going to taunt a player to be like, "Nah, I'm yanking you off at 45 minutes because you haven't thought about." Did you just smell United?
Yeah.
You're off. It's not like that. Like it's going to be. There's decisions that have to be made. So
But at the same time, I might just absolutely being complete far-fetched here, but at the same time, I've got one of my most crucial players right now, and there's interest from a club like Manchester United, yeah? And it's like, do I risk subbing him off and creating doubt in his mind so he can turn around and be like, "No, I want to force a move to United," or do I
Is he really that much of a
No.
crucial player, though?
to Brighton?
I actually don't rate Belieber that highly.
He's young. He's 22, but you got to rate him for what I think he's a complete midfielder. I think he is a complete midfielder, and he's only going to get better
I don't know, bro.
because the things that he's doing for a club like Brighton, it's incredible. All right, so let's move on to Fulham United. That was, I don't know, it was a weird game. I can't really. What's that?
I want to give you a clap.
What's that?
No.
Bruno's pen!
Not about Bruno's pen. I want to give you a clap because you know, against Arsenal, you played well, no points, but this time you got a point, bro.
Hey.
How happy? You got to be happy.
Craven Cottage.
Have to be happy.
Craven Cottage against Fulham, getting a point.
You have to be happy, bro.
Massive.
Can I feel Bruno's energy?
You know, like, what a performance.
Bro, massive. Getting a point at Craven Cottage.
Well,
what a frustrating game. Very frustrating because that game could have been completely different. Well, his head's red now.
oh, Oud. I didn't know you were there, bro. Sorry.
Part of his nose reduction surgery.
Part of his nose reduction is turned into a ball.
You mentioned about the City-Tottenham game, how it could have been differently. And this game could have been different. We started like a house on fire. Cunha came out, like a possessed man. Hitting the bar, getting saved from, a metre, 2 metres. Bruno missing a penalty. This game could have been done and dusted 15, 20 minutes in. This game would have been done. But hey, the curse. The curse strikes again.
The curse of what?
The curse, the United curse. We just can't score.
Is it a curse or is it just, that's just life now?
No. It's life now.
I think it's just life at United. There's no curse, bro.
But the curse is
There's no
even
curse.
even the goal we scored wasn't even, it was an own goal.
Do you know the best thing about this is? United put up on their social media, like, the first goal of our season, and it's like bouncing off some Fulham player's ass, bro. Like, it's nothing.
Oh, no,
I think it came off Bassi or whatever.
Muniz own goal.
Muniz own goal. And
Horrible, bro. It's like they haven't even scored a goal yet. Their top goal scorer's own goal.
Do you know what would be funny though? It'd be like that would actually be the most hilarious thing if by the end of this month, you know how they do the goal of the month?
Goal compilation. It's
and
just
it's literally just that.
Could you imagine? Oh, bro, could you imagine?
That'd be fucking hilarious.
But yeah, look, this game could have been completely different. United should have ended it literally in the first 15, 20 minutes.
Honestly, Riyad, you guys signed the two biggest overperformers of their expected goals last season, which is Mbeumo and Cunha.
Yeah.
And now they're just doing what they did last season. Like they're not converting the chances. They score. It's
a bit rough. It's
how,
a bit,
bro?
because
how many have they missed now?
Yeah, they've missed quite a lot.
And Mbeumo had one-on-ones against Arsenal, fluffed both of them.
Yeah.
In this game, Cunha, Mbeumo didn't have a single shot this game, bro. A player that scored 22 goals last season.
Yeah, he didn't have the best
Zero
game.
shots.
He didn't have the best
Zero
game.
shots. No. You want to talk about playing with Timberlands on? We can talk about playing with Timberlands on.
Yeah.
That's Mbeumo. Cunha, bro, your only chance created in this game was a goal kick from fucking Binder.
Which he took down well and then
unbelievably
took an incredible shot, but he got saved.
What I expected.
But he got saved.
Didn't score.
Yeah, again, that's the curse that I keep talking about, bro.
It's not a curse, bro.
It is a curse.
It's not a curse. You signed players that overperformed.
Bro, it's nothing about overperforming because they are performing. There's just no final product.
But they overperformed their goal scoring. It's literally in the stats, bro.
I'm telling you now, bro. Any other team in that exact moment, it'd be a goal. It's just there's something, bro. There's like a force that's just not letting these goals go in, and it's weird. It's so weird because but it happens week in, week out. I like dissect this shit. I look at it and I go, bro, how is this not in? How did it not go in?
What a save by Leno.
Incredible. Like, what? Which other keeper's going to think that he's going to pull his left hand within a metre, bro? It was like fast reflexes. It's like, come on, man. Just go in for...
Bro, they're just...
For F's
sake. It's what I expected. They overperformed last season.
And then Bruno having a pen that can't bloody...
That's all I can go.
Bro, the guy sent it to Mars.
Yeah.
I've never seen Bruno take that type of penalty in my life. I've never seen him go and bomb its mum.
How weak is your captain that a referee
mentally fragile?
Yeah,
absolutely.
A referee accidentally walking where he's walking like triggered him.
That was an absolute
and the ref didn't even look at him, bro.
But
Bruno's
it was completely accidental.
And the ref's like just making sure the keeper's on his line, like just going about his normal job. That is so
I get it.
bro.
Look, I get it. There's routines.
To come out in Sky Sports after, bro.
And say that too.
The captain of Man United to come out on Sky Sports after.
And say he didn't apologise.
And say the ref didn't apologise to me.
Yeah.
The captain of Man United. Bro, the captain of Man United to talk about a ref didn't apologise to me. I didn't score my penalty.
Imagine Roy Keane was saying that.
Oh, no.
Roy Keane would double foot him. Roy Keane would double foot him.
Imagine he went on after a match finished and he said, the ref was mean to me.
He got absolutely He got absolutely ripped in the media, Bruno. With
He should be.
missing a penalty is one thing, but then to come out and going,
on
like
Sky Sports,
he ruined my routine, and he didn't apologise. It's like,
What does it matter?
really, bro? Doesn't matter. Oh, just move on. Grab your ball, put it back down, do your routine,
Do it
go
again.
back.
or if
Do
you're
your-
if you're that sent, give it to someone else.
Yeah. If you're not going to be able to convert,
If you're
put it
that
away.
mentally gone, just give the penalty to someone else.
Yeah.
It's almost like he set himself up to fail and just to be like,
Absolutely.
you know what, I'm going to miss this anyway, but I have an excuse. It's all right, and they're
It's
all
just
going to
like,
agree
I'm
with
going to
it.
miss this so I can ping it on the
He's got,
the referee.
he knows
Or
his
this-
head's gone. That's what I mean. Like, and he's like, all right, I know I'm going to miss this, but it's all right. I've got it covered. I've got an excuse. I'm still going to
That's
take
wild.
it.
He
I'm
was
still gonna
fully
take it.
convinced he was going to score.
Oh.
No one would take a penalty being
No, no,
like, I'm
but
going to miss.
I'm saying like if he's that mentally weak, he probably would have got to that point already just before taking it. Like I could see it in his head. Like I could see him being like, all right, I know I'm not confident now. I don't have my confidence. I've not had my routine. This guy's not apologized. I'm sent. I'm going to miss it now. I know it, but whatever. I'm going to take it anyway.
Yeah,
You know?
I
And
don't
he's
know
like, I've
about
got my
that.
cover. It's far-fetched, but
It's-
nothing
yeah,
surprised
it's
me
a
anymore with
bit
Bruno, bro.
hectic to say.
It's the first. It's the first. This is a first. Seeing a bloke, complaining about a referee bumping him and then completely throwing him off. It's like, come on, bro. You're the captain. Like,
Yeah.
have some balls about you.
Some
Just go out there.
cojones.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
cojones.
yeah.
Some cojones,
Have,
yeah.
have some substance.
Because it's like
Have a spine,
this is-
bro.
yeah.
You're not just a captain on paper, bro. You're a captain and you're a role model. Like, show it. Just show your players.
He hasn't done that once.
You go
since
through,
becoming captain.
you go through these moments, and you just got to soldier through it, and that's what you should have done.
We're talking about this like something happened, bro.
It's ridiculous. No,
The
it's
referee was looking
ridiculous.
the other way.
I
He
know,
wasn't
it's
even
ridiculous.
looking.
He must have some sort of personal vendetta against this referee
No,
or
I
something.
think
It's just
he's just a
stupid.
sook. It's just
It's
like,
stupid.
That's just who he is.
Okay.
Anyway.
But look, I'm not going to discredit Fulham. They are a good bloody side,
But
man.
they should have won.
They should have won.
Absolutely.
They should have won. After the
After
first
the-
half,
yeah, yeah.
they absolutely should have won. They kept pressing us.
Well, when
And they were all over us, and they were just everywhere, and they looked good.
now there's
They
some,
look good.
some real concerns I want to bring to you, Riyad.
Talk to me about it.
Did you hear Iwobi's interview after the game?
I did hear about Wobe's interview. Yeah,
He's
did.
talking about we knew that if we pressed up, got behind their double pivot in the midfield, we knew we'd have the luxury, we'd be able to do what we need to do.
Yeah.
Marco Silva saying we knew with the midfield it won't last the 90 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Like
Yeah.
he's talking about your midfield too, just really not being up to the standard that
Yep.
it should be. Does it worry you that everyone's just like, all right, well, to target United,
Some parts of it does worry me.
surely all of it would, because
Not all of it,
mid-table
because
team, bro.
this goes back to what I was trying to say. If we had scored those goals, then we would have been having this conversation, and Amorim would have been under the scope, being criticised about his, gameplay or tactics.
No, I think he still would be. But
Okay, I don't think so, because it's like we would have gone in halftime with a 3-0 lead. Penalty,
This is Riyad's
the post.
fantasy.
I'm just saying, we put those chances away, we wouldn't be having this conversation. However, we didn't put those. Okay, and then yes, you question his
Question everything,
his
bro.
system. You want to question his system.
Everything.
I think you have to.
There's
at this
two
point.
things. There's two things. You can come out there and criticize him and be like, okay, the 3-4-3 system doesn't work, because so far he hasn't worked. Okay, and there's also a thing where you can back him and sign him the midfielders.
Mm-mm.
But do you know the midfielders you need? Caicedo and Rice. Because they're the only two midfielders that can cover the ground that's required in a 3-4-3 and also be ball playing, break up the tackle, blah, blah, blah. That's what you need.
That's why he wanted.
You need-
That's why he wanted Belieber.
But Belieber's not Caicedo
You're
or
not going
Rice.
to get
Yet.
world class anymore,
Yet.
though. Yeah.
Belieber's
Yet.
not Caicedo or Rice. Instead of blowing money on on 10s, why don't you sign two midfielders?
'Cause we didn't
he's
have
spoken
10s.
he's spoken about the
Or the
midfield being
wingers.
the issue. He's spoken about the midfield being an issue.
Yeah.
He's always said the midfield's not good enough. He said it from the start. But why don't you sign the midfielders then?
That's something that the club needs to discuss. I genuinely don't know. He's come out and he's told them, I need a midfield. My midfield isn't good. Okay. But then again, we were talking about being flexible. Yeah? This is one thing that is probably going to be his detriment, is him not being a flexible manager. Okay? And him not playing with his strength. Like, yeah, you've got a system in your head and you want to play it, okay. But bro, if I've
Is
got
it arrogance?
is it arrogance or is it inexperience?
Or is it belief
Is it
that it's going to land?
Like, is it arrogance?
Like it's worked for me. No,
Yeah.
but maybe it's the inexperience and it's the belief. It's worked for me in Portugal. Surely it's going to work for me in Prem.
But that, like, there's
In
got to
England.
be a threshold where it's like you're hitting a point of incompetence as a manager. Like, you're not doing your job right. If you're a manager, or let's say you've got your system, whatever, you can't compare
Yeah.
a football manager's job to whatever other functions out there. But like, you got a style of play, you got a brand of football. But if you get to a point where it's just genuinely not working, like it's objectively not working, you guys have played 29 games and you've got 28 points in the Premier League. Like that's not even a joke. Like that's a real stat. Like if you're getting to that point where your system is objectively just not working anymore, at what point do you go, you know what? Maybe I should just relook at this. Maybe I don't. Maybe 3-4-3 is not the way to go in the Premier League. Maybe I shift it up.
Yeah.
Maybe I work towards a different system. Maybe that can unlock something more than just trying to hope for the best every week and just putting out a 3-4-3 and see what happens.
Which also plays with what LP is trying to say. Is it arrogance?
It probably is, to be
Bro,
honest.
like,
Yeah.
there has to be a level of arrogance behind the thought process of, I've played 29 games, I've won 7 of them, but I'm going to keep doing the same thing over and over.
In hopes that it'll get. That's the definition of insanity.
I'm
as I
not
said,
going to sign the players I need to make it work.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sign the midfielders I need to make it work because I've got Bruno who can play in the 10. I've got Mount that can play in the 10. I've got Mainu who can play in the 10. What I don't have are midfielders to play the pivot I need to make this system work. But I'm not going to sign them.
I think we'll still sign a midfielder. We've been linked with a few. I don't know.
Who are you going to get at this point?
I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know.
There's like a week left in the window, isn't it?
There is, but
First.
Yeah. Well, first.
There's like
That's
5 days.
Yeah, that's
There's-
not even, bro.
There's a
It's
few.
Monday,
There's
yeah.
a few outgoings, and I think United will rush and make a hoping it's not a panic buy, but they'll make it's just a midfield buy. Okay,
That's not strategic
but
thinking,
then
though, bro.
no, it's not because he shouldn't put the pressure on the club right now. Like, hey, we need a midfielder. We need a midfielder. When I looked at it, I put our current squad in a 4-3-3 system.
You said your squad was better than Arsenal's on paper.
And
On paper,
Liverpool's. And
on
Liverpool's.
paper, I was probably a bit pushing it there. Preseason.
Episode 1 of the season.
It was last week.
Listen,
literally 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Listen, it's not doom. I'm not. It's not doom and gloom. And this is something that I'm gonna end my discussion about United with.
No, we're
But
going
look-
to keep going.
Look, no.
I got stats.
If United play with a 4-3-3, we would look so much better on paper. You got a midfield of, say, for instance, Dogu, Dalit, Yoro, because obviously with a back four,
Yeah.
and then you got someone like Dalot,
Mazraoui.
who's a bit more balanced, or a Mazraoui. Okay. 3, you can play Ugarte, you can play Mainu, and you can play Bruno in front of him.
It's full-blown haram ball. Ugarte.
And then the front three is the signings that we've made with
Ugarte bin
Sesko.
Laden.
Yeah, it's Sesko, and Mbuemo and Cunha. What a so much more balanced team that is on paper.
I don't disagree. Like, why not just
I
try
told you
that?
from the start 3-4-3 would never work in the Prem
Yeah.
to challenge for anything.
It's
It's
true. You said it.
frustrating.
You said it when he first came in. I'm pretty sure. Like,
Bro,
you just,
it'll never work.
Yeah.
The football's past it. Like the high wingers, the spacing behind, football is past that system.
especially in the Prem, like you're not
We
going to
have
break down
fit
teams
But
like
the
that.
thing
Yeah.
is, bro,
Physicality
other
of the league
teams
too.
play a 3-4-3 system.
Who in the
Crystal
Premier League?
Palace play a
They finish
3-4-3
12th
system.
every year.
No, but they don't have the plays United do.
But they finish 12th every year, bro.
And they still do better than United.
Wolves
though.
play a 3-4-3
They're
system.
17.
I'm just saying it's been played.
And
But not
none
well.
of them have done well. Like Palace won a FA Cup and a Community Shield. Unbelievable.
Yeah, with literally 2 superstars.
Glasnow's doing an unreal job
But-
regardless. Yeah.
In a 38-game season, these teams that play it since Chelsea have finished what, bro? Mid-table max. Like, there's no team that has consistently done really, really well in the Premier League over a prolonged period playing that system. There's not.
Look, it's tough. It is very tough
Different
because
story.
because it's like, are we jumping the gun here and going, oh, hold on a minute, you know, Amorim is terrible, United shit, but it's also
Do you know what he's got? He's got
in.
a 24% win percentage.
It's disgusting.
Do you know who else
It
has a
is bad.
24% win percentage? Neil Warnock. He's been relegated twice, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what have we seen since he's come in to now be like, let's give him all the money. Let's let him buy players.
Let's back him.
Let's give him
He
everything.
hasn't
so
been
that
here for 12 months though. You got to also remember that.
It's been, half
6 months,
a
7
season
months,
and a
whatever.
bit. Yeah.
He's been
what have you seen?
just more than half a season.
What have you seen to be like? This is the guy. This is the guy to lead United. Like, if I said to you right now, Riyad, you got one choice to make: he's in or out. Decide right now. What are you at?
He's in.
Still in.
Absolutely.
I don't get it.
But I haven't seen 12 months of football from him.
Bro, I don't get it.
I haven't seen 12 months.
But what have you seen to justify giving him 12 months?
And what's also
His
going to give you
attitude.
what's
His
gonna change?
attitude alone.
But what's going to change in 6 months? It's like if you see 6 months more of the same shit, what's going to change?
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it would be the same shit. I honestly think within the next 2 to 3 weeks, things will be.
Do you think you'll win 2 games in a row this season?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you not feel sorry for that guy whose
Absolutely,
hair's about this big now, bro?
Yoro
that
hasn't
guy's like
started
making
in
a
a
living.
win.
Who?
Yoro hasn't started in a win.
Against the
But he's an incredible player.
Yeah, but he hasn't started in a win.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he hasn't started, and you guys have won a game in the Prem.
Also, Yoro was injured a lot of the time last season.
Oh, but that's still not the answer to the problem.
Yeah, I still
Same.
don't get it. Like, I don't understand
I get
what
that.
you've seen.
I get that.
Since he's been here to
His
be
attitude alone.
But what's so good about his
What is
attitude,
attitude?
bro?
I don't
Because
get
he's
it.
come here. He's come
And
here.
he's saying, this is my system, I'm playing it no matter what.
No. Put aside his system. He's come here. He's gotten rid of the ego, the plays that are basically terrible, who've come and flopped. No other manager has come and done that for United. Okay? And he's brought the club and the team and made them as one and given them identity.
He's given you the identity of weakness. He's given you, we're going to suffer.
I don't believe
it's going to
that.
be
No,
hard.
no, absolutely
It's
not.
going to
It
be
will
tough
be
times.
hard.
True, yeah.
We're going to
100%
lose
it will be
games.
hard.
That's what
Absolutely.
he's given you, bro. You know what? Bruno, for a lot of things that Bruno was, he was an arrogant, but he would have never been this mentally weak, bro. He was arrogant, but he was always like just determination. He kept going. He would never stop running on the field, bro. And we can.
He still doesn't stop running on the
But
field.
he would never come out and speak like this, bro. I'm telling you, your mind, the club's mindset has shifted with everything that Amorims done, talking about we're going to suffer, we're going to lose game, it's going to be bad, it's going to be
He's
ugly.
being realistic.
Coming, yeah.
Hard times coming.
Yeah.
Like, all this stuff sets a precedent, bro.
No,
all this
it's-
stuff repeated over and over and over again sets a mindset.
Yeah. I get you. I honestly still feel like it's too early to jump to conclusions. Way too early.
But I think, like, all right, it's way too early.
Because,
for
bro,
this season,
one,
maybe,
we played
but-
Arsenal, who are, favourites to win the Prem this season. Then we played Fulham at
Craven Cottage.
Craven Cottage, who aren't a bad side, and they've been playing together for a while.
They haven't made a signing, bro.
Doesn't matter, bro. They've been playing. They're literally one unit. They know how every single player plays. They've had their manager for years. They've played at home. They're a good side.
I can't believe what
And bro, they are a good side. You can't say they're not a good side.
You are Manchester United.
We are Manchester the Great. I get that.
You are
but
Manchester
right now,
United talking to me.
Nah.
You can't win 2 games in a row. You have a coach there. Bro, imagine this guy was at Madrid.
what about Madrid?
Perez would have booted him out the door
He would've
6
been
months ago,
finished,
bro.
yeah, immediately.
But the thing
But
is, Madrid
these
have
are the-
continuously they have been continuously successful.
These are the
unlike
clubs,
United.
No, these were the clubs that you were on par with. United was on par with Madrid.
with until the Glazers took.
This
charge.
guy
Nah, you
wouldn't-
can't say
100%.
Glazers,
Bro, this
bro.
guy wouldn't have lasted at Madrid. This guy wouldn't have lasted at Chelsea. He would have been out the door months ago, bro. You haven't seen anything from him football-wise to be like, let's give him more
Football-wise,
money.
yes, I have.
What, bro?
Bro,
What?
football-wise, I have.
What have you seen?
I've seen an identity. I've seen the way we play is already. You know exactly how we are going to play.
Shit.
No, it's not, bro. We haven't been playing shit. We haven't been playing shit. We had one bad half in 2 games, and it's against Fulham. Against Arsenal, we did not play shit. We didn't play shit. don't go there. We haven't.
Let's give it. Don't even give it 6 more months. I'm going to give you 5 more games, right? If you get the same results, what's going to change? Is that going to be
Nothing.
enough for you to
Nothing will
be like,
change. Nothing change. He will still be
think
the
you'll beat
manager.
Burnley?
Who?
Do you think you'll beat Burnley?
Absolutely.
This is actually
We'll
your
beat
level.
Burnley
If you
5-0.
don't beat Burnley next week,
We'll beat Burnley 5-0. I genuinely
Then
feel
you
like
come back, you got City and Liverpool.
correct. I honestly feel like we're that 1-2 goals away from okay. What's that saying?
Like the weight's off.
The weight's off. Yeah, there's a saying for it.
Don't know.
Anyway,
I honestly I don't see you guys beating Burnley. This is obviously looking
No,
into but
you'll pump Burnley.
I can
Burnley.
see them just playing low block and just not just sitting deep. come to us.
They'll pump
Do what you can. I
Sesko
don't know if they'll pump
Maguire,
them. You might
park
win.
him up top, bros. Keep sending balls.
You might win 1 or
We'll beat
2-0. I don't think you're going to pump them.
I think it'll be a fight. Honestly, I feel like it'll be like more than 3 or 4 goals.
It's going to be a boring game.
They'll beat Burnley. They have to. I mean,
They might beat them 1 or 2-0, but not going to pump them. It's not going to be something amazing.
3 of them were against promoter sides last season, bro. So if he's
one
not
of them was almost Liverpool as well. So
if he's not beating promoted sides,
yeah,
bigger issues here.
Yeah, I just
We'll
think
beat Burnley.
and
And
like
we
I
might.
said,
I won't be surprised if we get a result against.
but look,
City
you
as
should
well.
expect to beat Burnley at least. Like, all right, fair enough. I'm probably talking
100%
too
we'll
much
beat
smack,
Burnley,
but
bro. 100%.
you
We should have
be
beaten
expecting
Fulham,
them
but
to. But if you don't, what happens then?
The really good
nothing
thing
happens.
is-
We are the first 5-6 rounds are going to
Do
be
you still
difficult.
consider this the transition phase there? Like, he's been
Absolutely.
in the role for 6 months now. He's
6
had,
months.
He's had enough time to set up a team.
No.
He should have a system in play. Like, bringing new players in shouldn't muddy that system up at this point.
Do you know what the really good thing is, Riyad? If you're not beating Burnley by like the 70th, 80th minute, at least you know that he's going to sub on Maguire and Ugarte.
Yeah.
And Maguire will probably score.
Yeah, and at least you know he's going to sub them on and just like long balls into the box. Like, bro, what is the point? Honestly, what is
It might seem like doom and gloom, but it's literally.
Look, I respect the belief.
one
That's
game.
all I say, bro.
It's literally a one game.
Honestly,
we can't jump.
I respect the resilience.
I just don't want this toxic United media, bro. The same old
6 months of the same
toxic
stuff.
United media. Like literally, we don't get a result in a game or two. It's like nah.
Bro, it's not a game or
Amorims.
two. It's 32
How
games
is you not
or 31
playing
games now.
Mainu? Mainu, how is you not playing
absolutely.
Mainu?
How is he not playing Mainu, bro? This is a guy that won you an FA Cup, that started for England in the finals of the Euros.
And he wants to leave now too, apparently. He's open to a move.
I don't know what's true, bro.
Bro, like how is he? How can he not? You guys are known as the club that brings in
Because
the
Mainu
academy
will
kids.
absolutely suffer in a 3-4-3 system.
Fucking ridiculous.
Mainu
bro.
will suffer in a 3-4-3 system.
Riyad, before you signed Amorim, you were talking about build the whole squad around him. Build the
Before we
squad
signed Amorim.
around Mainu.
Before we sign Amorim.
2 games, 0
man,
minutes.
Yes. Before we sign
0
Amorim.
minutes in 2 games, bro.
Yeah.
He's subbing on
Before
Ugarte
we
ahead
sign
of him.
Amorim. Before we sign Amorim, I said yes, Mainu will be the
honestly,
next big thing.
He was a star
Hopefully
boy
he
for
comes
you.
to one of the proper
He won't
big
leave.
teams.
He's United
Hopefully-
through and through.
Hopefully he goes to one of the proper big teams and you get to see his talent actually explode.
Come to Liverpool.
He would excel at
He
Liverpool.
will not leave, and everyone's jumping to conclusions 2 games in. He will come back in. He will cement a spot.
Where?
He will cement a spot.
Where?
Definitely in the midfield somewhere. As a false 9.
He tried him there too. Didn't work.
Oh my god.
Mainu's a young kid, 19 years old.
All right.
Just chill a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, right.
He can't. He's not. He. God.
Bro, you've turned Ord into a match ball. That's how.
Who hasn't said a word here, bro? All right, let's move on. Let's move on from United. I want to talk about. Is it the chair? What is it?
No, it's just my lot from leaning forward. My lower back's
The
cool.
Maybe
chairs
tuck in
don't
your
help,
chair.
bro.
Yeah,
The
the
chairs do
chairs
not help.
definitely don't help
It
at
does
all.
fix your posture because it makes you forces you to sit up. Anyway.
Bro,
All right,
me
let's-
sitting here like you gotta just watch this with me like squirming on the seat, bro. My back
You're
is
warming up
cool.
to get on.
I promise you, United fans, it is not all doom and gloom for United.
Yeah,
I
right.
promise
No,
you.
we'll see. We'll see.
We will get out of this slump. Just
We'll see.
everyone's a hater
This
because
slump has
how
been about
good
13, 14 years at this
of how
point, so-
good this club used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to be.
Used to be.
We'll see.
So I want to jump into the main event, which was Newcastle.
WrestleMania. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, literally SummerSlam. Money in the bank.
Royal Rumble, which was Newcastle Liverpool, and unfortunately, I didn't get up to watch this game. It was a
Honestly,
late, early.
didn't miss much.
It was a 5 a.m. absolute terrible time of a game. But yeah, man, dive right into it.
Can I, before we get into the game itself, I want to, I know we were making jokes about this last week and we were taking the piss out of like, oh, it's going to be Royal Rumble. Like, everyone's just going to punch on, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a tense atmosphere. There's all the memes coming out about Cody Gakpo and like riot gear and shit. Yeah. Like, I know we were making those jokes, but the more I thought about it, and I've been seeing the opinions on Twitter pop up too, like, it's actually a very, and this might upset a couple of Newcastle fans, whoever's out there that watches the show. It's a very fickle fan base to be able to come out and actually want like someone to injure another team, another player. You know what I mean? Like they were all over Twitter going like, "Oh, Joe Linton's going to snap Verts in half," Bruno Guimaraes is going to stomp on Gravenberch. Like, all, you know what I mean? Just
Don't worry about their fans.
hostilities.
Their chairman put on Twitter into them, and then he deleted it. So the chairman
I did
of
not
the
even
club,
see that.
bro, he tweeted into them, and then he deleted it.
See, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, bro, ridiculous.
That's honestly, but like the funniest part is,
Isn't the chairman some Saudi bloke?
of course it is.
Yeah, mashallah, he looks
would be.
slick as well.
He does.
They
He's got some,
they look like they
he's
got money. You know what I mean?
Beard.
That's,
Which
yeah,
which they
unreal.
can't do anything
He
with.
looks like he looks like I'd see him on a TikTok. You know, like those Monaco TikToks where they're getting into like Ferraris and Lambos walking out of like Hermes. That's what he looks like.
Bro, the way you just laughed, it reminded me of that bloke. You know, and that the funny laugh. That that was unreal.
Oh, bro, it's like they've got a safe and it's got millions and billions of dollars, but he's
100%.
forgot the code.
Yeah,
He wants to spend it. They
yeah,
won't
you
let
just
him.
can't. Yeah, it's like, why can't they spend money? I don't understand. But yeah, I reckon it was like all the lead up to this. I think it was, the more I think about it, like, all right, it was funny last week when we were taking the piss, but the more I thought about it, I was like, it's such a stupid thing to like, that fan base went into this game thinking they were actually going to destroy Liverpool in one way or another, whether it's winning the game or like they're going to injure a player or something. But it's just so dumb because you're pissed off at us for offering you a record transfer fee for a player who the club said no to. Like, why is that caused you so much hate and animosity towards another fan base? We've got no problem with you. You're not even our rival. You're not on our radar.
Trying to big it up.
Like, you know what I mean? Like your rivals are like Sunderland and shit. Like that's not. We're not at that level anymore. You know what I mean? Like it pissed me off to get to that point, and then the fact that it completely flipped on its head. You know, the script writers completely changed it, and it went the complete opposite way. Who got injured? Bruno Guimaraes. No, sorry, not Guimaraes. Joe Linton. Gordon got sent off. You know, like Bruno Guimaraes lost his head.
When it was 10 against 10, it was a fairly like Newcastle were on top while it was 10v10.
I know where this is going. You're not going to get me, bro.
Because are you sure Wirtz was on the field?
Fuck off. Oh, bro. Like I said, it's still too early. I'm not going to say anything. I will admit, all right, he's not lived up to expectation the last 2 games, but it's been 2 games, so it's not. You can't say he hasn't lived up to expectations in general. I think he's still got a long way to go. I think his problem is it's almost like coming from Germany, he still thinks he's got like German time on the ball. You know what I mean? So like he's not at that pace yet of the Premier League. Like he knows, you know, he thinks he can take a touch or 2 more, but he just gets clamped down. Like that's he needs to adjust in that way, and I think he'll get there. It'll take a bit of time, but like I did say obviously I think he's going to unlock this team and whatever else. Like I think he's going to be a gem for us, and I still think he will be. But it's going to take a bit longer than I thought initially. Like I don't see him getting numbers on. Like he's not going to get a ton of assists and goals immediately. But I think the stuff that he does off the ball is still more than enough.
If Wirtz was a United player,
no.
Forget it. Forget it.
Hold on.
150 and no numbers.
Brother.
2 games not performing.
2 games.
The ghost of St. James
2
Park.
games. He's the man.
Ghost of St. James Park.
I
Bro,
imagine.
I couldn't honestly. The slack that Rice played a full year, like amazing. He had like 3 bad games his second season, and they're like, is he £100 million player?
I still don't think he is, to be honest, but whatever.
Wirtz,
He's come from a different league. It's different tempo, different game.
he would be, bro.
He's 22.
If he played for one of the media, like the teams the media goes on, he'd be finished by now.
brother.
Nah.
He'd be, bro. If he played for
Bro, it's
United
too
or
early.
Arsenal, he'd be finished.
It's too early. You know what? I would say fair enough if it becomes a 007. Fair enough. You got every right to be able to take in the piss at that point. 2 games in, and he's an attacking mid.
For 150.
Not 150.
Oh.
It wasn't 150.
For a
it was just
record-
over 100.
You guys have scored 4 goals in your first game, and he scored 3 in your second game,
He's done nothing.
and he's done nothing.
He's not done nothing. I said to you, he was involved in our first goal. Well, was it the first goal Ekitike scored against Bournemouth?
He's done nothing.
Again, off the ball movement. That's what I'm saying. He's still
Off the ball, OTB
like a
movement.
ghost.
Come on, bro. It's still too early.
Do you know what a record transfer fee gets you around?
Off the ball.
Off the ball movement.
Yeah, fucking oath. It's part of the game, isn't it? I'm just saying it's still too early. Give him a little bit more time. It's too early. What other club has cop slack like this or cop shit like this if they had let's say a really expensive signing that they brought in and immediately shut
Bro,
on them.
Pogba copped it every single season, inside, outside.
You guys sold him,
bro.
Sold him.
Disregard that. He was our most expensive signing at the time.
That's what I mean. There's a story
Still
behind
is.
him is different, bro. He's left and came back.
Don't let me start with Arsenal players, bro. The list is very long.
Yeah, Pepe, but
Ozil,
Pepe took a while.
Pepe.
Özil.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Bro. Absolutely.
When
the
they ever give him
moment he
shit?
stopped performing, they were on his case.
Oh, when he stopped performing, yeah, no, but like
This guy hasn't started.
Come on.
He hasn't.
Every week it's the same thing. If you guys see that, you have to see
started.
the group chat. It's pretty much every 3 hours I get a message. Did Words play today? I'm going to start a Twitter page.
As I'm saying, look, I will give you the benefit of doubt.
Yeah.
And Wirtz, because it's quite early on, but this can't go on for longer because it will play a toll on him. It will play a toll on the whole of Liverpool. Paying, okay, we've spent this sort of money and there's no output from him. You know?
Yeah.
However, speaking of players that are performing, Ekitike is looking unreal. He is.
And that's actually exceeded my expectation because I did say early on, I don't know if he's going to be worth the return on the investment, but he looks just like
he looks like a proper
calm,
Liverpool
collected,
type of player.
Yeah.
With Bobby Firmino and stuff like that. He just
that
reminds me
composure
of
and
Bobby.
coolness, you know what I mean? Like he's just chill. Like knows what he's doing. He's and immediately the first thing that you can see between him and Nunez, obviously that's the most direct comparison you can make. The way he just times his runs too. Like Nunez was just a bit of I'm not going to say donkey. He doesn't deserve that. He's a good man. Bit of a bot. Just sitting behind the line, like just always offside. This man, like he's exceeded my expectations. He's been a jet so far, but like Vicky said before too, like his numbers could drop immediately. It could be a completely different story in 3 weeks' time.
It could be. But then, do you guys now really want
Isaac? Well, supposedly the plan all along has been that we would go for both of them. So I don't know how it would work. I don't know what would happen if he does come in.
Does Isaac make you a better team?
I don't think so at this stage, no. I wouldn't say that. No. But hold on, hear me out. Our problem is not in the attack. It's not that we can't score goals. We know that.
Isaac makes every team on the planet
but I'm saying,
but does that in whose expense though?
Who cares? It's Isaac.
For us right now, I
but
don't think it changes.
He's a
doing
kid,
wonders.
bro. Who cares? We've just spoken about there's like 65 games in a season now.
He'll get game time. It's not a problem about that.
Isaac makes every team on the planet a better team.
But I'm saying for us right now, like our problems so far have been defensively.
I mean, regardless, Isaac. If you can sign Isaac, you sign Isaac. There's no question about it.
We're still trying. Like it's not.
We
will go for it as much as we can. I guess.
If you had the option of a centre back or Isaac, I'd still pick Isaac.
You reckon?
Absolutely.
You know what? I'd agree. If it depends on the centre back though. Like if it was,
won't matter.
If we're getting someone world class, I would probably go for a centre back.
That firepower, bro. That firepower is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I still think we need to be more solidified in the back than anything.
Because that's 2 weeks in a row where you've given up a good lead.
A lead, yeah. It's
and
both from
with
set
this
pieces
one
too.
and from set pieces and from this one they were 10 men down, and that's quite concerning for me. If a team is 1 man down, I'd want to capitalize on it and take advantage of it.
I think
like I want to bury them.
Yeah, and I thought we would, to be honest. I did not expect any of that to happen the way it did. Like I think for us, it's going to be. The memes that are coming out on Twitter is that we are horny FC because all the midfielders decided to get pregnant at the same time. So all of them are just popping out babies at the same time. So obviously,
apparently Mac was injured. The club's official line is that he's
injured. Is that what came out?
Yeah,
I did not see that.
Minor injury or some shit.
Well, there you go. I mean, he seemed a bit off the pace. It's like Becky was saying, it just doesn't look like he's had a proper preseason still to this point. But I think a lot of our problems come from the team haven't had time, or not time, but the opportunity to play as a proper unit the way they would ideally like to set up. Like I feel like the midfield is still up in the air in terms of who starts, where they plug in. Obviously, we've had an injury come in. I mean, this is only week 2 now, but last week we had before the Frimpong injury, we had Szoboszlai slotting into right back. I think we got to once we have a proper squad back in, I think then we can maybe see what is actually the problem. But I think overall defensively we've been slack. Like Kekes has come in and I would not say start Robertson ahead of him, but I think in certain games, depending on the opponent, I think maybe there is a discussion that might have to be had. Like, you know, I don't know. There's been just some frailties in the back, and I think that's what's causing a lot of issues. Konate, like I said, I feel like he's been asleep for the last 2 weeks. yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking at the moment.
Look,
that's how I see it.
If I'm going to give an objective, non-piss take view on Liverpool right now, I think you take 3 points at St. James Park.
Absolutely,
and you run, and you like however you get it, right? The only concerns I would have is that you've had 2-0 leads in back-to-back games and you've conceded goals, right? This reminds me a little bit of Klopp in his last season, where you were constantly getting leads, but then you weren't, like, you were either chasing a game or whatever. You were constantly having to come back and score the winner later in
Outscore
games,
them,
you know? So that's what this reminds me of, and it does drift a little bit away from what I saw of Liverpool last season, which just looked like a solid unit. Like there were 1-0 games that you won, or you weren't conceding many goals. It's been 2 games very early into the season. I wouldn't be too concerned about what you're seeing. I think it's going to take a bit of time for the team to gel together and become a cohesive unit. The issue is just continue winning while that's happening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to just see out the game. Well, not see
just
out the game,
winning.
but win. Yeah.
No matter how it is, you keep winning. And like, let's not skip past the fact of who scored the winner.
Yeah.
Because that is
Rio.
16 years old.
Unbelievable.
What is it?
Ngumoha.
Like, all jokes aside, that is just amazing to see. Imagine being in bed the night before, like you know you're going to be on the bench for Liverpool against Newcastle at St. James.
And the kid probably packed his school bag too before he did that. Like
80th minute, you're getting subbed on at 2-2.
Crazy.
Like the manager is like, you can do something in this game.
Not even 80th minute, 94th minute or something.
Whatever it was.
Like
the manager's like,
you
you can do something. Like he grabs Rio and he's like, Rio,
I'm putting faith in you.
You're on the left wing for Liverpool. We need to score a winner.
Yeah.
On you go. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Imagine like the way it happened too. Like his first shot in the Premier League was a goal. Like that's crazy. Who's gonna do that again?
And
like
bro, the
how?
calmness to just
The composure.
read it, side foot it into the netting.
Yeah. First time.
Beautiful, bro.
Apparently, they were saying someone in the change room was like another player apparently said to him, "Oh, I would have taken the touch," and everyone's like, "Oh, it's probably Curtis Jones."
But bro, we've seen experienced players from there blast the ball over the cross, like into Rosette, and this guy, bro, just beautifully side foot. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah,
honestly, like there's.
As soon as he hit it, he knew he started basically celebrating. Yeah. It was just like he knew
the confidence.
Going.
Yeah,
bro. There's so much like toxicity and negativity and jokes and banter around football these days that when moments like these come through, it really just does sort of humble everyone a little bit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like we're talking about a 16-year-old kid who's just stepped on to St. James's Park's turf.
Not an easy ground.
Needing a winner.
God, what was I doing at 16?
Needing a winner. Like
and he's done it.
It blows my mind.
Yeah, unreal. I honestly,
and I have a lot of questions about what Slot does, because I don't know if he thought last season was a piss take. He's won it, so now he's just like
trying things,
fucking around. But he's subbing off Ekitike in the 60th minute. He's doing like all these ridiculous subs and playing Endo at right back and all
arrogance.
All this random stuff that just makes no sense to me.
He's got bragging rights there.
But this, it's like, yeah, okay. That's fair enough, man. You're going to put a 16-year-old on to win the game for you?
You put it in his hands and he's done it, yeah.
Unreal.
I think, that,
Fairs.
like, I honestly did not know, like you said, like, these sort of moments is kind of like collectively as a football community, everyone's like, that's unreal. Like, you can't, doesn't matter if you're a United fan or Everton fan, whatever, you're like, that's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Like, I could, as a Liverpool fan even, I was watching it like, oh, this is like, it's done. Look, we've got 1 minute to go. When he scored that goal, I didn't know how to react. I was like, did that actually? You know what I mean? I was shocked. Like, it was unbelievable.
It's beautiful,
and that was probably the best passage of play that we had the whole game too. Because I think everyone except who was it? Maybe Curtis Jones got a touch on the ball before that goal was scored. The way we popped it around, got it moved that, like the movement of the
Chance's
ball.
movement's so smart for that.
Yeah, he dragged that player away to open that space up.
Chance's movement's really smart for that one as well.
Now, before we wrap it up, there was a couple of things that with the Liverpool and Newcastle game. They were quite controversial. The red card.
I don't think that was controversial, but yeah.
Do you believe it was a red card?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any controversy for that one.
Like
Really?
some, I mean,
Genuinely.
we've had some comments come up about it, but like I don't see how you could dispute that. Like watching it, in slow motion,
it wasn't a goal threat.
If you want to talk about
No.
if you want to talk about potential controversial moments in the game, we can talk about Kanate,
the pull, yeah.
the double, like the push, 2 hands in the back
Yeah.
on the second yellow
which
on Barnes.
yeah.
We can talk about that.
Yeah.
We can talk about the grab scissor tackle because we have seen scissor tackles be given as red cards before. But I mean, it
was early in the game too.
Didn't look that forceful.
But again,
and we can
even-
talk about Grav hugging literally 2 hands around whoever it was in the corner and like diving on top of him with a rugby tackle. We can talk about that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we can talk about those moments, but the red card's a red card.
The red card was a red card,
the red
even though
card's
he
clear.
in the very last second he kind of withdrew his stance.
No, you can't say he withdrew
red
it,
card's a
bro.
red card, bro.
He withdrew it maybe in slow motion, but it wasn't a withdrawal. Like I was saying too in the chat the other day, like
He
he's
definitely
gone
didn't
studs
mean
up,
it.
he clipped him, and then his foot just went down because the force of
Yeah.
the contact. You know, it wasn't like he tried to pull away from that.
I don't think there's any.
Bro, does it warrant a red card though?
I think it does because you've gone.
What are you
It's a
fishing
reckless
for?
challenge.
Do you want
I'm
me
not fishing for
don't-
anything.
Don't me just say no, so we
but
can
like,
get a reel out of
because
this.
Ultimately, this red
I'll
card
say
is
no.
Well, what do you reckon?
ultimately this red card played a massive hand in the result.
But no, did it really though?
It was
absolutely.
And Newcastle
did,
were
bro.
all over us the rest of the game. We were
Okay.
shocking this game. Like
All right.
this wasn't our
and
best.
imagine
football.
they had an extra player, or they had an 11th.
But it's not the red card playing a part. It's Gordon.
Yeah.
It's not the red card, bro.
Although Gordon wasn't that much of a threat playing up top like that. Like it wasn't.
Regardless, like
And also,
11v11 or 10v10, Newcastle.
but yeah, the
were better
Kanate
team.
double hand push, like brother.
Yeah, that was
Like that is so
The Konate
obvious.
one, that was a bit. I was confused on that one, but they because the commentator said it too. It wasn't not Dogso. It was.
Yeah, they
it
said
wasn't a
it's-
direct.
They
goal
said it
scoring
wasn't, but
opportunity, whatever.
he's still the last man, and he puts 2 hands into the back of Harvey Barnes.
Yeah,
Like,
that was still
It is very
that was
s-
questionable.
you know.
I won't go against
It's
that.
like Bassi, whatever his name. They go for Fulham.
Calvin Bassey.
No, not the is it Calvin Bassi, the
from
defender?
Fulham, yeah,
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey.
Like him grabbing Mount and like throwing him over.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a very similar thing because it's like you've done something that is not part of the game. You can be physical, you can put your hands around players, but you physically pushed him.
I
Which
wonder
forced
though.
him to fall to the ground and not have a sort of that didn't continuous play towards goal.
I wonder if that like the referees take into consideration like how the opponent or the person who's received that challenge is going down as well. Like, is that what goes into consideration? Is it the fact that it was just purely there was no denial of a goal scoring
We're not
opportunity?
going to have another debate about.
No, we won't,
referees
we
and
It's
won't.
hard.
what
To be
the-
honest, I feel like this weekend was okay. There was a
Yeah.
couple of questionable challenges, but like overall, I think it's better than it was last week. But anyway, yeah, we won't go into ref
Yeah,
discussion.
Yeah.
better.
no, I don't think there was anything like really outlandish. I think the worst
Other than the 10 extra minutes,
Damn it, nah,
Look, bro,
I don't
like,
think that's questionable either.
extra
Bro.
time's extra time, man. What do you
10
do?
minutes, quite a long
I know,
time.
bro. But
It
what
is,
do you, what
but
do you do?
the amount of stoppages that we had in that game,
You know,
like,
the ball was in play for 40%.
yeah,
that's
I'm not surprised by that.
nothing.
I'm not surprised by that at all. The first half too, like first half even before any drama was kicked off, it felt like every second, like every 2 minutes,
But that's such a great plan by Newcastle.
well, just stop play.
Yeah, just
Stop
don't
momentum.
don't let Liverpool get into any sort of momentum. I hope we do that.
But I mean, it wasn't even them half the time. Like it was from challenges from a Liverpool
Yeah,
perspective.
true.
You know what I mean? That's why it was like
It was
it's like the ref played into the lore
The
of the
atmosphere.
the hype that the Newcastle fans are trying to build.
either way. You just be happy, bro. 3 points, St James.
Oh,
Park.
100%.
Take it, go.
I'm not worried about
best
the season.
performance. First against Bournemouth wasn't the best performance
No.
either, but you got 6 points, two wins from 2. You move on.
That's the main thing. And
It
I'm
is
not
what it is.
honestly, I'm not worried about us as like in the long term. I think it'll click, but
Yeah.
give it a couple weeks.
Yeah, all right.
I think the only time you don't be worried is if you, depending on how you close this transfer window out.
Yeah, how many? We still need a couple more signings. I think. It's-
If you don't bring in some whatever it is, I think then you might have some concerns.
Potentially, yeah. I feel like we need at least one more winger at the very minimum. Like one more winger, and if we can get Gay as well, which apparently is going to happen too, it'll be good.
Let me see if there's
All
any
right, just
breaking.
quickly, winners of the week. Who's your winners of the week? Could be anyone,
what does
any
that mean?
moment, any player, any team.
Oh, Ngumoha'S scoring the late winner.
Yeah,
has to be.
Either that or the Eze unveiling.
That's a nice one.
okay. And
Two humbling, like two just
Yeah, just
beautiful moments.
yeah. You just
And
your
your-
heart sings.
and your losers of the week.
losers of the week, Anthony Gordon, because he's a. I'm not going to say anything. And I just don't like Anthony Gordon. If you're watching, I want you to know that I don't like you.
My loser of the week for this week. Let me think about this. probably Graham Potter.
Yeah, it's good. What about you? What's yours?
I was going to say Pep.
Is your loser
and
of the
City.
week?
Yeah.
What about your winner of the week? You didn't give us a winner.
Oh, you can't go past
Ngumoha'?
Rio. You
Okay.
can't. Absolutely.
Yeah,
fair.
Winning it in an absolute ripper of a game
Yep.
as a 16-year-old.
At an away
Sorry.
ground like St. James Park.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. Loser of the week is Bruno for me.
Oh, good.
You know what?
I'm happy to hear you say that.
Bruno
actually.
Fernandes,
That's
my
good.
loser of the week.
I like that.
Well, my last thought before we close out, it's very strange not having the entire season riding on Bukayo Saka's hamstrings. It's a strange feeling and I kind of like it.
It must be nice, actually.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Fair.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Ulrich.